Welcome back. Part 15, Talos Principle 2 Blind Playthrough. I have neglected my other series, Neo, because of just how good this game has been. And I'm just on a groove, you know? I'm in a groove, I guess. I don't want to stop. But Neo will come back very soon. But I think I'm certainly at the end of the story, and then we have a bunch of golden puzzles. So I'm calling this one on the Twitch side completed all main areas. Let's see what is next, because genuinely I have no idea. Of course, I know about the Golden Gate puzzles, but that's it. Byron's still lost. Oh, you know what? We're going back to the Megastructure. I think we're going back there for the final time, potentially. So, yeah, without further ado, let's start part 15. I have nothing else to say. Let's play. So we are at 36 hours and 43 minutes, 100% across the board, except for the Golden Gate puzzles, which will be the next section of this series. Seems like we have one Golden Gate puzzle in each level. So you do the math, there's 3 levels per region. 3 times 4 is 12, there should be 12 puzzles, and then possibly one final one. I'm pretty sure there's only one per. I didn't really look into that, but that's just my initial math. But let's do this thing. 36 hours, 43 minutes. So Talos 1 playthrough, including the DLC, I think I was around 70 hours. So I think I'm understanding the game a bit better this go around. But the Golden Gate puzzles, I'm sure, are going to be full of combination of all the technologies, outside the box thinking, just the best that they can throw at us. And I'm excited to see the challenge. Oh boy. Alright. We only have 24 stars, which I feel like is a weird number to stop at. So it makes me think maybe there's one final star. It's a big one. It's 25. I don't know. Maybe not. Didn't get a trophy. Didn't get all the Prometheus sparks. That's fine with me. But we have nowhere else to go but the Megastructure. Pretty sick. I am blocking this side, but it looks the exact same as the rest.
Byron always called me a pessimist, but I don't think it's pessimistic to recognize our flaws, or to think the natural world is just as valuable as we are. If I was pessimistic, I wouldn't believe that we can turn our back on the old ways, or that we can find happiness in humility. But I do. I have hope, even if Byron could never see it that way.
I really like Alcatraz. It's got a very calming voice. Probably just because it sounds older. He sounds wise. Our game looks good. Audio is good. Are we back at the Megastructure for the final time? And let's hope I do not end this game. I think I need to release the stars first, probably. Why don't we just return to the Veto? Let's see what happens. Mayor?
1K, a word please, without the streaming.
Good,
I'm
thank you.
afraid your choices have put me into a difficult position.
Uh-oh.
Belief in the girl was already waning, but your revelation in the Somnodrome may have given it the final blow.
It was the truth, bastard. Then why didn't you stop me from using the Somnodrome? Hold on, what exactly did he say? Let's see what he says.
Because I wanted you to understand what it means to be in that position. To have everyone looking to you for answers, for guidance. Look, let me speak plainly for a moment. You and I both know that I exaggerated. I built a myth around Athena that does not reflect what she believed. But you have to understand, it wasn't really about her. It was about what the city needed. It was about keeping us together, invested in a common narrative. And it was about preventing us from going the way of our ancestors. Because temptation is real, and our flaws are still the same.
So you admit that the goal is a myth?
A myth, but a necessary one. I'm not a fanatic or a fool, 1K, although I sometimes play one. I'm just trying to do the right thing. I know I can't stop you from trying to save Byron, but what's in that pyramid could destroy everything I've tried to build.
The myth of the goal must be preserved to prevent us from repeating the mistakes of our ancestors. I share your fear of the theory of everything, but we can't build the future on a lie. Your myth is strangling our entire species, Herman. You can shove your goal where the sun don't shine.
I suppose I deserve that. Very well. I've done
Bless
what
you.
I could. You do as you must. Good luck.
I never really liked the mayor. I just don't like when like a politician, I don't know, like authority joins you on your shit. It just feels weird. I know all about that.
Let's go.
You're
For
coming
sure.
along this time?
Yep.
Well, what about protocol?
Screw protocol.
That's right.
It's Byron.
I was gonna say fuck protocol, but that works. A little bit more PG than me. It's time to save Byron. I haven't heard that sweet voice in a long time. Look at all the work we've done. Entered from the backside. Whoa. What the? Alright, this is sick. Oh my god, that was Byron right there. Find and release Byron. Putting me on the big screen. Sick. Enjoy the show. That's our boy right there. You can't really tell here, but on the flyby, get out of my way. You could see him.
Follow my sprite, and it will show you the way to your friend.
That's right.
Do as he says.
No.
We went through a lot of trouble to get this guy out of his chains. Now it's his turn to help.
That's a fucking loud ass sneeze. That sounds like you're doing karate in there. Hold on. Is it just gonna go without me? What is this? Ah, bloody bastards.
This way.
Aye, sir.
You
What's
must
in here?
free him. He cannot free himself.
Okay, we got here a little quicker than I thought. I thought maybe I'd solve puzzles and stuff. Byron, buddy. Come back.
What's happening? 1K?
buddy.
I'm out. Oh, my friend, the things that I saw, the power of this machine, the depth of her grief. Come on, follow me. I have to show you something.
Babe, you seem to forget
I
that.
thought all of this
I'll
was
explain in a minute.
deliberate. Athena testing us to see if we're worthy of her invention. I wanted to believe that she had a plan. In my own way, I mythologized her as much as everyone else. I never thought she might feel confused, lonely, uncertain. And what's the most human thing to do when you feel lost and sad and you have no idea what to do next?
You run away.
You take a nap. Here, listen.
If I give them the machine, if I convince them of its power, we could finally build the world Alexandra imagined. The world Miranda deserved. No, the world we all deserve, even the worst of us.
It's almost
We could
creepy.
take stewardship of this planet. We could explore the stars. We could give meaning to the universe.
If you embrace the knowledge of the flame, you can bring light into the darkness.
But what if they make the same mistakes again?
We're making a choice.
What if selfishness and stupidity win out again? What if they take my machine and turn it into a weapon? What if they act like children and burn the planet?
The secrets of the flame are not for ordinary mortals to know. You cannot overcome your sinful nature.
Do you see what's happening? It's her. It's all her. Everything we're seeing is Athena. Her every hope, her every fear, all of her memories and contradictions brought to life by the machine. A dream-given form expressed in the language of her childhood. A world of puzzles and towers.
No, what can I do? How do I make this decision? There has to be an answer. There has to be a way of making sure it's the right choice. It can't just be a leap of faith.
There are no answers, creature of clay. Every question leads to another.
She's not waiting for us to prove ourselves before she helps us. She needs us to help her.
What?
Wake her up.
Board VTOL.
The system is still stabilizing. Maybe we'd better get out. Come on.
I'm waiting on you, brother. Anyway, Al, the reason why I couldn't just take his hand out before is during that scene, there was like this giant thing that went around him, like a cylinder almost. Imagine the world's biggest cup going over a spider. That's why I couldn't get to him. Plus everything started crumbling and, well, I had to get the fuck out of there.
No! I cannot allow this.
Uh-oh.
That bitch just killed me. Oh fuck. Act 5. Full Fathom 5.
You have suffered a grievous injury, my child. But do not lose faith. Your companions have not forgotten you. And it is through the bonds that you have forged that you will be saved.
Got a little framey there. Must have been loading. No, Neath.
Welcome back to the land of the living. For a while there, I thought we might have to reset you.
What happened to me?
We think you and Byron got hit by some kind of energy discharge. Knocked both of you out. Alcatraz, Melville, and Yakut went looking for you, but you were hard to find. And even harder to fix. It's been several weeks.
Damn, I've been in a coma? A robot coma? Is Byron okay?
He's fine, don't worry.
What's the situation in New Jerusalem right now?
A lot has changed. While you were asleep, The idea of the goal cracked and then broke. People decided they wanted change. They wanted the ideals of Athena, not the founder. A better world of growth and exploration, but without the mistakes of the past. And so they turned to Byron, who never wavered in his beliefs. He's mayor now. The question is, what do you plan to do now?
What happened what happened to Mayor Herman? Did he peacefully step down? Was he murdered? Curious. We have to go back to save Athena.
And what about the theory of everything?
Fuck the theory of everything. That's really hard. I don't know. We have to shut down the Megastructure. We're not ready for it. We have to destroy it before it destroys us. I don't want to destroy anything. Let's just embrace the future. See what happens.
If that's your choice, you should speak to Byron. He's waiting for you outside.
All right. Thank you for everything, Neith.
We're all in this together, 1K. One way or another.
I gave you another purpose, a new beginning. Help Byron get elected mayor. Huh. Been here before. This time, what's this way? It looks green finally. Just some extra details. In fact, hold on, what's this? The philosopher must be like the architect. To write well is important, but not more important than building an edifice that will not collapse. Some philosophers construct dwellings that seem pleasant to the eye, but are traps for the unwary. Stratton. Describe the world to change it. Pause that if you want to take a read. Doesn't seem they're hiding anything else. Interesting that that room is open. Hold on, what is this? This is a... Bloody hell. Let me read it. This is a reconstruction of the chamber of the first companions, where the first companions rested until the founder awoke them. The original chamber was disassembled in the early days of New Jerusalem. Oh. Oh, wow. I looked right over that. Yemo, rest in peace. Hypatia rested there. Neve. Benaroya. Aurora. Sun. Sarabai, god damn it. Byron, my boy. Eustachius. Cornelius. That's cool. Okay. I'm glad I took a better look. Just didn't even see their little resting spots. What's up, Neith? Let us move. Hello.
Hello, 1K.
Hello, Mr. Mayor.
It's still strange when people call me that.
You've earned it, buddy.
It's funny. Asking you to come along on the expedition was an impulse, but it was probably the most momentous decision I made. You changed everything. But the story's not over yet.
We have to save Athena.
We do. She gave everything she had for this city. And I don't think any of us really understood it. Not even me. We all tried to turn her into a prophet when she was just a human being.
Yeah. What did you see while you were stuck in the system?
Athena's dreams. A recursive loop of hopes and fears.
Uh-oh.
And my own foolishness. For thinking I had been abandoned. When I had been given a chance to grow up. To stand for my own ideas.
What do we do now?
Well, luckily this time we shouldn't have any trouble getting another expedition approved. I hear the mayor is a big fan of Athena and is very interested in her theory of everything.
Corruption!
In fact, I think he's having a VTOL prepared as we speak.
My boy.
There's just one thing you have to take care of first.
Which is?
Speak to Melville and Yakut. They were part of the beginning, they can be part of the end, if they want to. I'll take care of the rest.
Sick, man. Well, thanks so much. I'll chat with, looks like Melville, but... Is this the dam? Oh my gosh. Was I always at the dam? Did I never notice that? That's New Jerusalem out there, isn't it? I'm not sure. Alright. That's Linux. Who the hell are you?
Good to see you up and awake, 1K.
Alright. I recognize that accent from anywhere. It's good to be back. What's up?
We've been studying the Samnodrome data while you were out. So far, all the math checks out. I'm hoping you're assembling your team to finally unravel the theory of everything. I'd love to get my hands on that data.
I am.
Excellent. Chauncey was looking for you, by the way. Good luck with the rest of your mission, 1K.
Who the hell is Chauncey? Chauncey was looking for you. Let's roll right on the tram. This takes me back to 36 hours ago. Oh, what's up, Mel?
You're going back, aren't you?
We are. We
I mean,
can't leave
Alcatraz?
Athena trapped.
But you're not going to shut the machine down, are you?
No?
Then let me just say this, okay? I understand what you believe in. I really do. I've always respected your vision of the future, Byron. It's beautiful. It's moving. But just consider that maybe there is another way. A way that is more humble and maybe less exciting, but no less beautiful. Just consider that maybe that machine doesn't have any answers for us. None that really matter. We don't need a theory of everything to be happy.
It was never just about happiness, Hal. But thank you for your honesty.
I do kind of agree with Alcatraz. We'll see. I just don't want to accidentally end the game and not have a chance to do stars. Somebody, Chancey wants to talk to me?
I'll see you at the VTOL.
Talk to Melville, talk to Yakut. Alright.
Things are finally getting better.
Sorry, buddy.
Attention all citizens. A scavenging expedition to the western ruins will set out next week. If you'd like to participate, please get in touch with Garrus.
Back at New Jerusalem for the third time? Always gotta pay respects to the master. Dungeon. What do we have? Purple, we haven't talked to you in a while.
Hey, dude. Nice to see you again.
Bro, what's up, dude? I missed you. Okay, not doing that anymore. But back in the museum, I didn't recognize you, and I didn't talk to you, and I feel bad because I got to miss out on your awesome voice pack. Let's just ask him how he's feeling.
Strange things are afoot, dude. Life is gonna change. I can feel it. Could be good. Could be bad. We'll see.
What do you think? What do you think should be done about the megastructure, Purple?
Honestly, dude, I don't have a clue. I don't really understand all this philosophical stuff.
Me too.
But you've had all these awesome, mind-blowing experiences, so you know what? I trust you to make the right choice.
Ah. Have a nice day, dude. Dead. Purple's a good guy. Oi. All right. Let's have a chat with Melville.
1K. You're back on your feet. One of which I fixed, by the way. You're
Oh,
welcome.
thank you. I'm going back to the Megastructure. Will you come with me?
Of course I will. I think I might want this even more than you do. I want to explore. I want to build. I want to be more than this grumpy old mechanic going through the motions. I want
enough.
to live.
Well, let's do it. Then meet me at the VTOL.
See you there.
The band's getting back together for the reunion tour. We're playing all the classics. That guy looks lovely. Yeah, right there. You know who probably deserves a little chat? You. Helga.
1K, you're back.
My internal voice pack doesn't work anymore. How's the situation?
Listen, people responded to what you saw in the Somnodrome. I've seen 3 random acts of kindness just this morning.
That's good to hear. And otherwise?
I think people are happy with the change of leadership that happened while you were sleeping. But they're nervous about what you're going to do next.
I should really get going.
Chauncey was looking for you, by the way.
Oh, I did not see that message. Chauncey. People keep talking about Chauncey. I gotta go find Chauncey. Does this one have the same restore backup feature? If you answered, I didn't hear you. I don't believe it does. I don't believe it does, but I'm sure I could pull off some restoring backups in the cloud. Probably not a bad idea. Where is this Chauncey? Maybe in the museum? I don't recall where Chauncey is. Am I supposed to remember that? Skylar?
I'm glad to see you made it, 1K.
How have you been?
You told me to think about what Byron said, and I did. I really sat down and thought about what the city owes its citizens. You know what I decided? It owes us a future we can believe in. It owes us the chance to do meaningful work that helps the city get better. And thanks to your expedition, I now understand that that's exactly what the founder believed in as well. You have to save her and learn the theory of everything, 1K. Anything else would totally suck.
Yeah, agreed, buddy. I should get going.
Best of luck, 1K.
The thing is in Akonar's video, I saw the headline was saving Byron and like Athena's dreams. So in his later videos are Golden Gate puzzles. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Classics. Classic. It looks like devil horns. Something creepy. I think down this way are the... No. I did solve these. Okay, so maybe Chauncey... Shmilev. Somewhere in here is old, the old Tetromino puzzles. Oh, it's right here. Which, I think I'll do later on. Just to feel nostalgic. I don't really like how they operate very much on a controller. I'm just not used to it, but it moves so slow. And then I have to use both analog sticks to speed it up, and then I'm just not used to that. Anyway. Chauncey. I don't know where Chauncey is, and I just feel like moving forth with the mission. So I'm sorry about that. Akut, what's up, buddy?
I'm really glad you made it, 1K. For a while, I really thought even Neath couldn't fix you.
I'm going back to the megastructure. Will you come with me?
I'm sorry, but I can't. I just don't believe that things could turn out well.
You're a bitch.
I thought about it over and over, and I understand what it would mean for us. But I just think people are too flawed. We'd make too many mistakes.
I understand.
Take care, 1K.
Whack ass motherfucker. I didn't say nothing. That's fine, man. He believes what he believes. 30 minutes deep. I need some action in this episode. Not finding anything about hard locking yourself out of the Golden Gates and stuff. We'll see. We'll see. Did I step on its tail? I'm sorry. I don't think I did.
Okay.
Hi, Dana. Well.
Hey, 1K.
Hey, Blodgett. Ben Arroyo. Yo, a legend up in here. I'm going to get out of your way. You look sick. Blodgett just walking with a freaking legend? That's... Alright, depart to the megastructure. Sorry if I disappointed anybody out there for not looking harder for Chauncey. You know. Just didn't. Let's take in this view of New Jerusalem in case it's the last time I ever see it. On the off chance I set off a nuke and, well, there it all goes, you know? Based on what you read, your objective is one of the 3 endings. Damien.
Welcome back, 1K. Glad to see you're doing better.
Hey. Are you working for Byron now?
I'm still doing the same job I did before, but Byron's removed some of the layers of bureaucracy, so we communicate more directly now, and we have more choices in how we deal with problems.
There's 3 different outcomes of the election that happens when you are asleep. I'm happy with Byron becoming mayor. I like that outcome. I have no issue with that. I wonder what the other ones are. How's Byron handling his new position?
Surprisingly calmly. He knows what he's doing, and he's gonna get the job done. He did have to kick out a few people, but he was a lot nicer about it than I would have been.
I wonder how you set that up differently. Is it the choices I made about the Somnodrome? Didn't seem like I had a choice when I was freeing. I don't remember. There was probably some big choices that had already slipped my memory. What did you think? What do you think about the theory of everything?
I think it's only the beginning. Athena hasn't even scratched the surface of what you could do with it.
Herman,
and that's
dude.
fine.
Byron's
She's
the
just
best.
one person. The really interesting stuff is going to start happening when you give this power to the people. When every citizen can bring their own ingenuity to it.
Yes, that's kind of scary too, but we'll see. I have to go. No one at the meeting table. I love this world. Atal.
1K, it's a pleasure to see you back on your feet. Everyone was quite worried about you. And I'm very glad you've decided to side with Byron.
How's Patricia?
She's well, thank you. I hope that with the theory of everything, we'll be able to extend her life. She deserves immortality no less than we do.
It must be your cat, and I forgot, but I'm glad I asked you that first. So, how are you, for one?
I feel hope, 1K. Real, proper hope. We can transform the world. We can lessen suffering. It's going to happen, thanks to you.
I really hope so, man. How's the situation in the city?
We've finally started fixing stuff again. Byron has given people a sense of purpose and dignity. Not everyone is happy, but if you return with Athena and the theory of everything, I think this is going to be a golden age.
I should get going.
Good
But
luck, my friend.
But what I meant by your objective is when you go to the megastructure, that's where you'll make the ending decision. Yeah, but so it sounds like I shouldn't? I don't understand.
I'm glad you're here, Melville. I wish Alcatraz and Yakut could come too, but they believe what they believe.
Well, I thought about it, and it turns out it's pretty simple. They're wrong.
You do have a way with words.
Why? Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Don't do that.
Let's see if we land on that island before the megastructure.
I have only one thing to ask of you, my child.
Yes.
When at last you find yourself before Athena, be gentle to my old friend. The weight of the world was placed on her shoulders, and if she failed to carry it, it was because no one can carry such a burden alone.
Fair enough, Elohim. I mean, hopefully the game's like, hey...
All right, 1K, you're in charge now. If you want to explore, make sure we didn't miss anything out there, go ahead.
Like that.
When you're ready, let us know, and we'll head into the megastructure.
Right, so I think I'm going to take this opportunity to not go in there yet and to explore further. I really feel like that's the game saying, hey, these are your choices. Explore more, get what we miss, or go in and get the ending. Exactly. Return to the VTOL, solve remaining puzzles. Optional.
Than necessary to gain access to the tower. I wonder what happens if you solve all of them.
Well, that's going to be the goal. Also, I hear that that's probably a smart thing to do. I'm nervous about talking to them in case it sends me into it. So why don't we go and release the stars? I have no idea what that does, but I believe that's what I want to do. This was the first Lost Lab. No, this area's Golden Gate, which I can't do until I get the other ones, I guess. I remember reading something about you needed to free Byron before you could even enter the golden puzzles. Whoa, I have 4 social medias, Jesus. City news. In addition to the previously announced new scouting and scavenging expeditions and the reactivation of the abandoned mining and factory projects, Mayor Byron has asked citizens to submit ideas for other possible undertakings, which are to be discussed at the next public assembly after Mayor Byron returns from the megastructure. Places of longing, New Jerusalem. I like that. All these paintings have been very good. I yearn for a city that does not yet exist. It is a wealthy city, abundant, prosperous, full of life and energy. But its prosperity is not like that of the cities of old. A thin, gilded layer over a cesspool of misery. No, its riches are deep. They permeate its every street. They fill it with depth and texture. It is a city of delights, of secrets, of surprises, always growing, always changing. It's every citizen partaking of its joys as well as its tragedies. I do not think that this is the last city, the one where our journey will end. I think it is the first. I like that. The tower, new poem. There is a tower waiting for me. I see it on the horizon, and every day it grows closer. It has been a companion on my journey, but I fear the day I will reach it, for I have loved this road, and the fields and the hills it has shown me. But the tower waits, and I can only hope that from its heights I will see other roads and other towers, and dream of journeys yet to come. Thank you, Amish. I find your words deeply moving. Beautiful work. I don't really get poetry. I do feel strangely sad, but it also provokes some bit of hope at the end. So I guess to describe that is moving. To be honest, I feel the same way, but then that's the point. If it could be expressed as an essay, it should be an essay, not a poem. I don't get it, and I sort of wish I did, but poetry always leaves me confused. That's pretty common, Pellegrino, and nothing to be ashamed of. We are often taught to treat poetry like a secret message, which only some people can decipher. But poetry is really a kind of music. It's not an intellectual pursuit, not something to be analyzed and dissected. It needs to be felt, to be spoken, to be sung. If you find the melody in the words, you will understand it. Ustinov on optimism. I think pessimism is completely out of date. I think that's a romantic indulgence. I don't think anyone can afford to be pessimistic anymore. I mean, there's so much that can go wrong. Optimism is the only thing possible anymore. Good God, you're sneezing a lot, love. Bless you. Jesus, 3 in a row? Can we get a 4th? Darn. All bets are off. I always thought that an optimist was a person who knew exactly how sad a place the world could be, and a pessimist is a man who finds out anew every morning. That's the real difference. No, I'm obviously optimistic because you simply have to be. It's an obligation to be optimistic. Peter Ustinov, co-star of the Talos Principle, 1961. To me, this sounds exactly like what Alexander Drennan would have believed. That's why I ultimately decided to support Byron. I think he understands how sad the world is, but also remains optimistic. He will be disappointed. People always disappoint you in the end. Ovi, you've misunderstood the entire point of the quotation, Ovis. That disappointment is already baked into the concept of optimism. Optimism is knowing people like you exist, but having hope anyway. Damn. Ouch. True, though. That was a finishing blow right there by Atal. Your mic doesn't pick it up, so LOL when. If I might pick that up, I would return this mic. Corduroy pattern my ass. Okay. Let's release the stars. Here we go. The moment you've all been waiting for. Make sure I'm in frame for this.
My theory accounts for everything. It explains every aspect of the cosmos. There are no gaps, no errors, not even ambiguities. And it works, which is the ultimate proof. I can calculate the history of the universe from the Big Bang to the death of the last atom, but
this is fucking awesome. I love
my
space.
Calculations to the available data, there's one point which consistently doesn't match up.
Black holes.
Billions of light years away in the void, there's an anomaly. It's been there since before the beginning of time, and I think it's waiting for us.
Whoa, this is kind of creepy. The edge of forever. Discover a vision of things to come. Wasn't that a black hole at the end? Or maybe they were just blacking it out. Unless this is something, and maybe that, it would appear we have them all. Yo, that was cool. But maybe you don't get that cutscene unless you send in all 24. That was really cool. That was really well made. Like, creepy at the end. Space is kind of creepy. But I love the visuals. That was awesome. I got a rush out of that. Okay, I think first order of business. Well, first off, I am curious about this door. Nope, it's the exact same. Nothing has changed. I think that might be the final puzzle, perhaps. And you can only unlock it after you do all the other ones. That's a theory. I don't know. But we're going to go back to East 1. Another social media. I was right. I knew it. It is aliens. Take that, everyone who doubted me. It's freaking aliens. It may be aliens, but it's so far away that it isn't going to matter for several billion years, if it ever does. Nevertheless, I knew it would be aliens eventually, and I was right. For a very broad definition of right. Let them have it. That's funny as shit. Jacques. Ancient aliens. Aliens. Okay. We're going back to where we started the game. And we're going to take on, if it freaking lets me. Damn it, it's the wrong way. East One's gold puzzle. At least I hope. So I will do all of that before. Maybe that's what Akanar meant by a finished dream. I'll find out when I get to watch his episode after I. Well, I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it. We'll see. But I need to run to a golden gate, which now looks lit up on my map. Actually, I think I'm taking a shortcut. Not a good one. It does seem like it's interactable now. We did free Byron. We have released the stars, which I'm not sure if that's relevant. But I don't know. Yahweh's. It looks like we're... You know, the good part about this is that I think I've done most of the readings. Perhaps I've missed some. Maybe there's a trophy. Oh, they're open. Yep. Here we go. The first Golden Gate puzzle of the Let's Play series. Oh, here we go. This is Jumpstart. We have green, which is the end. So we're going to need to either RGB convert it, which we have in there. Jumpstart. A lot of foliage in here. We get to take what the game gives us. Wow, this is getting deeper. I'm expecting the biggest challenge of my life. Detachable fan. Is it? Yes. Let's detach it for now. I feel like we need to use this. I don't want to outthink myself. Where is red emitters there? Red emitters there. I may have already done that. Well, no, I wanted to free the... Oh, shit. Well, shit. Okay. Yeah. Let's take a good thorough look around. I think we have the base of the puzzle. And it's time to start racking the old brain, but I just want to make sure. So, the idea of getting this up, powering it, it would probably power that door as well if I'm in the air. That door. Getting it up in the air can do a lot of things for me. But the issue that's at play... Is there something to open this door? The issue at hand... No, overthinking. Definitely overthinking. We didn't have enough items. However, just take what the game gives you first and foremost. I think we're just going to need one RGB converter, and one of them is actually going to be used here. Because we need that. We need this. We need that. Okay. And since I'm on this side, perhaps I can still use it. So it's not completely out of the question either. Which is nice to see. You're going to lay down, though, because I don't feel great right now. I love you. I'm sorry. I didn't see that earlier. I love you too, baby. I'm sorry you don't feel well. So here's what we have. We have a red. We have a blue. That's tricky. Does it need to be? Let's not overthink this. We need green to there. This is where things are going to get interesting. I don't see any angles up in her. Now ask yourself this. This can be seen from here. Blue can be seen from here. I think we're going to need... maybe something else in the air. Like, let's just think about this for a second. We'd need green to make red. So then, in theory, this stays open. Okay. But that's only occurring because this is getting red. I need to think of another idea. If, say, I had an RGB converter in the air, and we had a situation where, okay, so the RGB converter could see red and blue, which makes green in the air. I also don't want to overthink this. There was no... like, to me, it feels like I'm going to want blue here by itself. So that I can make the green. So I do feel like I'm going to need to swap something out. But I know how to set this up. I think it's time to just mess with it. It's time to just do the old messing with. Let's do that. I'm not worried about. This I'd like. This puts green up in the air. Of course, if I can make that setup happen. This puts green up in the air. Do you think you can see it from there? If it can, it can. It's okay if it can't. But this is part, whoops, of the experimenting phase with this puzzle. Right, because that could be potentially troubling. That equals green. Maybe I didn't think this through. If the connector getting red to you gives us green, which doesn't really help us yet. What about blue coming right there? Oh, wait a second. Maybe let's add this in too. Is that really hitting a tree? Does that help us in any way? Please tell me that's hitting. Shit, it's not. Okay, okay. It's not over yet. If I connected this blue to that green, it creates red. Did I miss a connection? I think I did. Because this should keep this open. Right? And now I should be able to pick this up. And I think we have the puzzle done. Because now we have green in the air to green here. Yes. First star puzzle done.
Hello, 1K. I've been watching you for some time.
Cornelius!
Sorry to be so mysterious, but I was unsure as to your intentions. There are people who would prefer Athena to stay where she is. I believe the puzzle you just solved is part of something hidden deep inside Athena's dream. Hidden even from herself. If you're willing to keep going, I think I know where this leads, and it could change everything for us.
I knew Cornelius would turn up sooner or later. If you can help him, 1K, please do.
Oh, top left. I didn't realize it, but that's a golden... Let me look somewhere that you can see it a bit better. That's a golden gate, and those are the golden gate puzzles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so my math was correct. Thank you, Jeepus. It is 12. 12. That's what that is. So I was like, when I saw that originally, I just kind of disregarded it and thought maybe they reset the puzzles here and I can do them again, but that's silly. Not the case. Yes. So 11 more star puzzles to go. That first one, I can already see how that was clearly a warm-up, but they're already making you think a little bit differently, which could be a benefit and can also be not a good thing. I might overthink things trying to do that, and maybe they might try to trick me. I just want to see all of them 100% there. That looks good. Okay, let's go to Eats 2. I don't know how many I'm going to do. Of course, they could take me a long time, so I can't judge these things. I'm not going to have crazy long streams. I'm going to take a commenter of mine, a good guy, Warlock's advice. I can't call him a commenter. That's ridiculous. He's a good bloke. And he said, you know, maybe take some breaks. The long streams aren't always good for you. And you know what? You're completely right. It's been a while since we've been to East. Feels good to be back. We are doing golden puzzles. This one will be called Freeing Byron and Starting the Golden Gate Puzzles. And here we go. Lonely Heights. Oh my gosh. I love it. It's so refreshing to come and do really hard puzzles at the end. Oh boy. Can't get intimidated. Just gotta take things in its stride. I'm just gonna check everything out before I start really critically analyzing stuff. We have a lot of red receivers in the air. Lonely Heights. So this one powers this door, which is the end game. So this is our end game here. I did notice detachable fan and a driller. I didn't see a driller wall yet. Perhaps it's behind this area. Yes, it's right there. Did I see a jammer? Let's just see how this fan operates. What does it do? It's just... Oh. Had trouble in the past with these horizontal drills. Now this can do two things for us. Can we fly in? Indeed we can, and right away they give us a hexahedron. Not only that, we're on this side. It makes me feel they want me to drop in here, and I noticed that I think when you power this, you lose this force field. I'm going to drop in. This is like a one and done thing, but I think that's what they want me to do. They want me to power this. Now, fan blade might not be needed anymore, so maybe I will need this hexahedron again. In fact, it doesn't seem like they want me to shoot red from there. Actually, before I do that, I want to look at one more thing. One more vantage point. Is there any angles from up there to see the red emitter? That's what I would like to do. There is, right here. Doesn't really help us there per se. But I think I'm getting another connector soon. I only have one actually. I was thinking maybe like a shot from here to there back up. I don't know. Cool, cool. I feel like that is done. Actually, I don't know that for sure. I do not know that for sure. But right now, I'm just going to take it with me. But progress is being made. Of course, we haven't really got to the critical thinking aspect of this. So what are you doing? That. But I can power it on to bring it back. We'll see why that's tricky soon. But it does seem important to grab this. So right off the bat, we can make this connection. And this frees up this. Our end goal is red here. There is no angle for that. I'd like to see another angle. Is there one when you're up on the box? This is gonna get tricky. Shit, I need a lot of things, huh? At least this for now allows me to walk around freely and think. Although I'm really just looping again. Not sure what that would do for me. But that would probably see both. I think that's actually your solution. Can I make that happen though? And that's where things get tricky. I think that was our solution. It goes up enough. I'm gonna have to think of a way. Indeed. Oh yeah. We have ourselves a puzzle. But at least I'm pretty sure I see what my goal should be. Something tricky with going this way and taking that down. I haven't seen the real reason yet. But I'm starting to see what's so tricky about it. This can't actually do that from in there either. You can't stick your driller through your own hole. I don't want to get too stuck on one idea. Why is that beneficial? Or disadvantageous? I'm not sure. how does that help me? We also have a ladder, so you can't really get stuck in here. We definitely need the driller, though. Is that why we want to do that? I'm not sure exactly yet what I need the driller. Please tell me I can take the driller. Shit, it's on this pad. Fuck. Ooh. Well, do I absolutely need this? You are important. And I'm going to think about it. I have some things I need to do. But gosh, I hope this works. If it doesn't work, I am a little bit stumped, mate. To say the least. No, this ain't gonna work. What am I thinking? Fuck. I need to freeze something. It feels like I'm one item too short, which typically screams out efficiency. They do that on purpose? Please don't tell me that's something I can do. Get your fat head out of the way. What if it was on a box? I don't know if this even helps me, but I have to at least try. Now I'm just genuinely curious. Why is that helpful? Is it? I don't know. I don't freaking know. It seems like a waste. But it seems like it's like, why are you there? I almost feel trapped. Like I can't. Part of me wants to get. Yeah, even if I did what my other idea was, I don't think that would really work. Second Golden Gate puzzle is a thinker. I'm in a jam. I'm gonna stick with the idea that I don't know if that's there to like help me like for a step. I'm not seeing exactly why that helps me, but I'm going to disband in that. I know about it, which is cool. I just don't know why it helps me. But we're having an issue now that if we wanted to do my setup, it doesn't seem like it's going to work. At least not straightforward as I think it is. Why would it be? There's no fancy angles for this to do 2 jobs. Not utilizing that again seems like a poor decision. Just not seeing it yet. You know, why don't I just try and get this up there again? I can at least carry it with myself at a minimum. See, that's what's so tricky about this, is you need the driller. Let's make some pre-connections. That's what we want initially. I like this. You can do 2 jobs, so we'll try to be efficient with that. Again, just bringing everything with me because just to see what can happen. And now I can be able to remove this? Alright. Alright. Did that allow me to get everything through? Okay. We've gotten everything outside. Let's not overcomplicate this. But we did get everything outside. That seems like good progress. Let's just... At this stage, if I remove this, I screw everything. But that's okay, because I think that was just to get me up here. I think I'm one move away. I think if I take this whole side shuts off, it doesn't matter. I don't need what's in here anymore. What did I leave behind in there? Oh no, I used it to just make this connection. See, that's damn good trickiness right there. But if I take this off and jump down, or drop this down, make the connection here and there, take the driller off, set it up, put the driller on, I think the puzzle's done. I'm going to run with that. That is the choices that I'm making right now. Those are the choices that I have made, and I will stick with them with no regrets, not even one letter. You see, that's how you got everything out, because you had to get it up there and you could jump off the side. That's how you get everything out of that room. So the verticality was so important. Gosh, if this isn't it, I will cry. Yes. Oh, it's a good feeling. 2 Golden Gate puzzles down, 10 more to go.
It was a relief to be away from the politics of New Jerusalem, to be free to study and to create, to imagine a better future without all the exhausting nonsense of the city. Even reusing the technology from New Alexandria felt good, like we were picking up a thread that should never have been abandoned. For the first time, we could be who we wanted to be, the best versions of ourselves.
I like that, Cornelius. Okay. 2 puzzles down. We're heading to the Eastern Wetlands, East 3. Here we go. This is getting good. They're starting to get harder. I'm nervous but excited to take them on. I remember the first time I saw this thing. Craziness. Let's do it. Where is it at? Where's the golden game? No funny business. Is it really right here? Actually, how do you enter this place? Right here. They didn't waste any time. So I thought these were lost puzzles. I guess they were stars. Non-overlapping Magistra? I don't know. But non-overlapping Magistra is how I'm going to pronounce it. This seems like the obvious choice, but what other weird angles do we have? We have this too. In fact, I could set it up this way. What the fuck? This is the obvious choice, which basically means it's the wrong choice. Whoa. And you need all 3. Okay, so yet again we have a small space and a big solution, it would appear. Shout out Gehenna. We gonna need. This feels very much so like a Gehenna puzzle in the star world over there. In the star level, I mean. But the idea is we need to get this guy out. We need to get that guy out. This is going to be a thinker. Right, didn't think about that. But oh, my fault. I misread that. Also, these look like where you put ramen, but I thought it would stay open. But I see that that is not the case. That is not the case. We're gonna be here for a while, ladies and gents. If I do say so myself. Maybe it'll be important to bring something in here and out. Again, counterintuitive perhaps, but we can't forget about this. I feel like I want the connector in there. Don't ask me why. I haven't thought that far ahead. But so removing that breaks that. Taking this gives us blue. We can do... No, that wouldn't help you. Right, it's inverting. I do have a pretty wide area. That doesn't help us. Why can't I deselect you? Oh, you gotta hit the button. Okay, so I can bring this in. I don't know why I overlooked that. Let's break the puzzle now with this in mind. And I'll just leave you out there since there's no point of that where I can't come out. I want to reread this again. Non-overlapping. Yeah, well, the premise is simple. Get everything out. What can we do with this now? Before it was blue heading out. But now we have it a little bit differently. There's going to be a form of redundancy here somewhere, some way, which is only going to do that. This one can go from there, or it can go from here. I'm not entirely sure. Why don't we use both? See what happens. We have a conflict, sure. I created that. Now, I'm curious about... So red comes in, turns into blue. So it's just going to output blue. So now we don't really have a way of hitting that red anymore. All the work is really just being done in there. Two inverters, one connector. Non-overlapping. And there's no space in between. You wouldn't want to do something like that, why would you? Let's see, can you trap it in between? That's a perfect space for an item. As if it's a holding place. I don't think they would design it in such a manner to not allow you to do that. If I even said that right. Because... But maybe I'm trapping the wrong item. Because it could be as simple as... I don't know how... I don't know what makes this simple, actually. Nothing is simple. I want to bring that back out. Yeah. Uh-oh. That was weird. Maybe I can't, though. No. Because I can invert this back to red. And I think we're back at the beginning again. Which is fine. That should keep this up now. Yes, so I should be able to run through. Now, with this in mind, is there any way that I could keep this going? Just from here, is there a win? I just want to, like, analyze what I have. Alright, I could go red to the outside. You know what? Actually? I think I need to set up a pre-connection, and I might have to... Well, hold on. Let me just think. So my idea is to take this guy who's going to be outputting red into that. But the reason why, which won't do anything at first, but I can do this into that, which would then output that to blue, keeping it open in theory. Thus allowing me with 2 to keep this open. But I think what I did not do in time, and now we have a problem. I think now we have a potential issue. Is there fixing that? I don't think so. If I put blue out here. So let me just make sure I have this right though. I want an inverter in here. I want a I want the connector in there, and I want okay. 2 in, 1 out. I feel like I had something though, but it does feel at this point I am not able to. No. Okay. No, we built it back. It's a little confusing to see it all. Just give me some space, you know what I mean? So, I want one more connection made with you. I think now, it's hard to think out loud. Think this crazy shit through. Right. I need red to stay. Mr. Bob, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. I think I'm close. I saw it before. I need to rethink what I had. I had 2 out here, 1 in there. What needs this to stay open? We need a blue connection. We need a red connection. Damn, I messed up the order. This guy is causing a problem. Yeah, this is a good puzzle. The last one was pretty tough as well. This is not really even true redundancy. Damn, I wish I could rethink how I had that before. What did I have? That's why it was so important to keep this open. We know we can keep that open. I'll work back. I'll get it back. I did something else. What was that something else that I did? That would invert the blue. Okay. Problematic. Yeah. I had it. I feel like I had it. I feel like I had the theory behind it. I wanted red on the outside to keep it open. This would have changed it if I connected to it. How can I get that back? Oh, I need it back, mate. Oi. This would output blue to me out there. Oh, right, you can't do that. Can't just run out of the puzzle, buddy. There was also that idea about putting this here. I'm not sure if that really helps me. The Golden Gates, man. completely lost it. I had a line of sight here. I didn't have this here. Maybe I didn't. How can I set that up again? Well, let's break this. And not have it come across. I think I'm probably skipping a step. Yeah, let's just get this back in here. And now let's rethink what I had. That inverts to that. Not the world's greatest idea. Right, see, that's where we have a problem. Let me analyze this a bit more. That won't work for you. We could get that open. It's red that we face the problem with. Have I tried getting both inverters in here? Is that even a possible setup? We are going to keep breaking everything down. Alright, this might cause a problem for now, but let's just... see if there's something else in play here. This only helps us with one, not the other. And that's why we wanted it out here. I can answer the questions in the chat from earlier. You won't be able to redo the election, but I think that also depends on all of your, I'm not sure, from earlier, all your decisions from earlier in the game. Yeah, I was worried. The game was like, hey, do the optional shit or come into the Megastructure. I'm like, I'm just gonna do the optional stuff. For sure. Man, I feel like I had a setup earlier and I saw it, but I was missing a pre-connection that could have saved me. I feel like that would have maybe been it, but I don't want to get too hung up on that. It is what it is. Let's just do a quick reset. Also, you will never be locked out of any puzzle, so no worries there. Oh, that's good. Okay, yeah. We weren't sure. We didn't want to look it up and F anything up, you know? So you start with, well, nothing really changed. You start with the same setup. There's also the idea of putting something in here. I don't want to forget about it. And maybe I go down that avenue. Because then you can unlock it from this side and grab it. I don't want to leave that. But I want to reset. You only have one option in the beginning, at least from what I can see. And now I am creating blue, which is good because it can do that, but this can now open this, which creates some form of redundancy. And why not I just take this out for now? Maybe that wasn't a part of it. I don't want to complicate things anymore. But from here, in fact, I think I'm being silly with my jobs. Yeah. That seems to me like, hey, buddy, you know, bring her home. Bring it inside. Now there's something tricky that I need to do. I'm not entirely sure yet. Well, let's go ahead and break it. This is not something I can't redo. Seems like a waste. Yeah, this doesn't seem like it's really getting me anywhere. I feel like there's advantageous aspects to this if I can get both of these outside. How can we do that is a really good question. Well, that's something I was missing. What if I put... This is giving me blue. And we've trapped it. This gives me blue, but that's not what we need. That is not what we need. The need for speed. We've now got it back outside. This is blue. If I shot blue into this and into that, it doesn't... That is an interesting detail. Right? It's an interesting detail. How can we play with this more? You are stuck in the in-between. But doing this is problematic. It's blue we need. It wouldn't stay up. I feel like I'm close, but I'm not sure. What is... Can we give me red? What are we missing here? Why don't we get rid of you? I don't know if that's doing anything for me. I do not know how to get an inverter in there. Just swap it that way. If that's even something I want to do. This is a really good puzzle. We started with one inverter inside. Technically speaking, I could grab it back. It's not like progress I can't make again. Tricky shit, man. What are we missing? It's no bueno. That gives me red. And there is a way to get all three out. How did I have that before? Having this be the lead, I don't know if it helps. But it sure as hell is an interesting theory. I just gotta start trying shit, to be honest with you. Did I just do the same thing? I probably just did the same exact thing. Picking this up breaks everything. We are exactly at the exact same point. Just sit and stare. What am I doing not correct? I can go in and out free will with this guy. That gives me red. I'm going to just work on a temporary goal, which could be completely useless, but it's to get this guy in here. Is it even possible? Well, Jim, I don't know. But this gives us blue, which turns it back into red. Yippee-ki-yay. It's this cross fucking conundrum right here. Forgive me, giant spiky ball. I have failed you. Non-overlapping magistra? I don't know how to pronounce that. Magistra? Non-overlapping. Which at this stage, I'm just overanalyzing what that even really means. That's blue, this is red. So this is exactly how we started the puzzle. So, good amount of progress, literally none. Putting this here does nothing. We really can't do anything with this. That is blue. Can't get rid of that connection, right? We lose it every time. Picking this up also breaks everything. So there's no game there. Is this the new hardest puzzle? I guess it probably has to be, right? What were some other really tough ones? Breach was really hard for me. I am forgetting some of them. The alternator was pretty tough. That was cool. I'm sure there's some other ones, but yeah, I guess at this point, it does feel pretty tough. Now, should I start thinking on a Gehenna level of like blocking lasers and shit? Like add this sucker into the mix? What does it do? Nothing. Why would that help? I'm not sure. Getting desperate here. Getting desperate. We are handicapped in this position. And I'm really just sitting here analyzing and thinking. But it doesn't help me. Can we flip these rolls? Absolutely nothing, mate. Same difference. It is never going to work. This is a toughie. Definitely hard. Definitely hard. And at this stage, I'm probably suffering from massive amounts of tunnel vision. What's the deepest parts we can go? Wish I could go back and watch that one setup I had and just paused it and analyze that, see if it was actually something or not. At this stage, I'm starting to doubt it was anything, but it seemed like in theory I had something that could have worked. I don't know how I had it set up, but more than likely I was just here. Then again, I had more fresh brain back then. Ooh. I need something to become a new source somehow. And that's what's so troubling about this. This has to play an important factor. Bringing this inside has to mean something. just don't see it. I do not see it. I'll give it a little bit longer. Before I move on to the next one. Come back to this one later. Non-overlapping. What does Magistera mean? Magistera. It's the view advocated by paleontologist Stephen Jay Gould that science and religion each represent different areas of inquiry, facts versus values. That doesn't fucking help me, which I'm not looking for. Oh, that's literally what I was just reading. I honestly was looking more so how to say it. Because a legitimate magisterium. Yeah, that's funny. We're looking at the same damn thing. This is a great puzzle. I mean, if it's getting me this stumped, this is not an easy puzzle. You start with 2 inside, or no. No, you start with 2 outside. Why did they put me over here? You know? What are they doing that for? Is that a clue? I don't know anything. I gotta think of something new. Think of something different. You know? Something different. Something out of the box. Just setting this up over and over again isn't like any good. Now we're getting real ridiculous. Congratulations. You've opened this door up. Try overlapping them somehow. I don't even know what that means. What does that even mean, overlapping them? Like, they're gonna be like hitting each other's beams? What does overlapping even mean? I'm at the point where words don't make sense, Bob. If I want to overlap something, I'm just gonna stack it on top. It's the fucking doors, man. This is the overlap. Or I could be completely wrong. We have Gehenna. Scoop boobity bop bop. Try overlapping them somehow. No. Just kidding. I didn't even realize I was holding one, to be honest. Maybe put the connector on top of the blue beam inside. Okay. I will try to work with that. I don't know what you mean by on top of, like this? And I know you're trying to be cryptic, which is good. Or I'm just too much of a dingus to really understand what you're saying to me. Oh. Have you done these? Oh, you said this one was memorable. So I would imagine you've done it. Nice. Good, good, good. I am like pretty tunnel visioned. And good thing is I'm not very frustrated, which is good. But when you're not seeing it, you're just not seeing it. But I have to at least have this set up. I at least need fucking 2 things open. And then I have this guy doing literally nothing. So I need to think of something very smart. Fuck. What color do you give me? You give me red. Which keeps that side open. It just troubles my brain because I don't see how I can ever keep this proper. Yes, zoom will help me. Zooming in. I can see the hints. Is that a hint? Is that a hint? What are you telling me? Yeah. So far this is probably the hardest puzzle for me. The hardest puzzle is the one you can't solve, so... What does having you in the middle even fucking do for me, man? Explain it. Explain it. Alright. That's good to know. So, yeah, I was worried about going down that avenue and it not being it. Well, I'm at a really great place. You know, just never been better. I don't even understand what overlapping means anymore. Gosh, I felt like I had something earlier. Yep, I'm shooting blanks. So I'm going to put this one down. No idea right now. That's a hard one. And you know what they say, right? When you can't solve one, go to a harder one. That's my pain moan. All good. All good. Can't get them all right away. But journey is not over. Let's go to North 1. Sometimes you gotta know when it is. Dude, I swear to fuck. I ain't mad. I ain't mad. I think it went east, north, then south, then west. There's a large amount of time on that puzzle. It's something out of the boxy that I'm just not seeing yet. Just not seeing it. It's okay to admit defeat. For now. Let's see what the golden puzzle over in North 1 has for me. Things are going to get tricky up in here with teleportation. Cloning. Where is my golden gate? Way out yonder. So far, 2 for 3. That's 666. I like those odds. Ooh. Yeah, I remember this place. Seeing it a bunch. There was also an earlier one that I got into early on accident. Well, not an accident. I purposely did it. Anyway, vantage point. Oh, God. I struggled a lot on Drilling Party. This is a non-detachable fan. Blank slate. Hold on. Okay. We have a pressure plate that can give us access to a hexahedron. It also has horizontal bars. I'm just going to call them windows. They also have windows. That's interesting. I can't do anything on this side, from what I can tell. What we can do is bring ourselves over. That allows us to do some stuff. I actually have an access point here. Do we have it from here? Do we have it from here? No. So there's no... Or perhaps I don't. No, I'm sorry. That is a fence. Didn't see that. So no vantage point here. What we do have is this. That's a fast one. They ain't playing around. So now me and him can get... Well, we really can't get back and forth. I mean, technically we could. I can't think in that sense. One thing at a time. I'm like, who's me? Who's not me? I don't know anymore. The clone is a clone. Alright. We have this guy. I think what this allows us to do... We sent that over. Let's send a copy of us over as well. Okay. We're learning here. What this does allow us to do now is bring the connector back over, which I think needs to be in that room. Well, what's over here? That's the end goal. How the fuck do you get in there? This fence. So you need blue. Let's just see how red can... Okay, wait. We need blue first. That will bring this down, I imagine, one-time job. Then we need red. So I don't think... Probably thinking about... Blue isn't the move. This is called vantage point. Where do you have an advantage? Let's go with that original idea of sending... You started over here, so now I can actually bring you back. Not only that, I have you now as well. I put you in. I now have a vantage point. Is it one and done? Please tell me you don't come back up. You do go back up. You're a piece of shit. That sucks. How the... That's fine. Don't get overwhelmed. We're good here. We're gonna leave it there. We're gonna fly back. We're here. Now, you have to ask yourself, this is one of those things where I need to put my body into a place. I'm just gonna do this to kind of see what I have in store. That's tricky. They do so good at making me feel like there's few too many items in play. And now we get down to the critical thinking aspect of the puzzle. Are these fans detachable? No, they are not. So there's nothing there. It does seem like I'm gonna wanna place my guy on the inside. But it does also feel like I'm skipping some steps. And actually, before I even do that, where do you see red to red? I don't know if that is really the spot. Does that really have to be in there? Is there a way for everything to come back? Let's get you out of here. Is there a way to get everything on this? Well, why would you want that potentially? Well, because we just need red, but you need blue first. That's why we need, I think, to be inside here. But I at least want to see where does red make sense? Red makes sense like this. Homie can't get back unless he has somebody. That's tricky. That is tricky. But this is probably going to be where we want to shoot this guy. And we can only do that if we have him inside there. Then I can reposition it. But it also seems like we're going to want something over here. That's very difficult to achieve, my friend. I think we need to start playing with the idea of somehow getting this back. let's do that. I can't come with you, bud. Not yet, though. Maybe never. I don't know the answer to that. This is when things can start just getting overwhelming, and my brain just like shuts down because there's so many ideas just spinning in my head, and it's like it's paralysis by analysis. I need to figure out a way to just shut it down. KISS, keep it simple, stupid. We know 2 things, maybe more. I haven't calculated. We need this first to get inside. I think there's just a lot of setup that has to occur before that's ready to happen. I guess that's part of the overwhelming part. So, there's no blocking of blue beams. I'm not going to want that. You know, perhaps we're not ready for that aspect of this yet. I have to keep that open-minded. Getting these back and forth is kind of no big deal. Of course, that's not the hard part. What do you see here, buddy? I don't think there is a way to get us both over here, and I don't even think we would want to do that. These puzzles are something. Warlock warned me. He warned me of this. He said, be prepared. Star puzzles will kick your ass. And he is not wrong. We are approaching 12 o'clock. Yeah, I just feel paralyzed. The hexahedron just seems like a paperweight kind of idea. Actually, I think I sent the wrong thing over. Fuck. Can you send that back? Yeah, sure. Blank catch. What is this called? Vantage point. I feel like I found the vantage point. I don't know. I want... Ah, fuck. Well, hold on. There is a way for us to get on the same side. What am I talking about? I've done this. See? This is what's happening. Just... It's not there. Fresh brain is gone. And that's not good. It's not good at all. How can we get everything to one side? Is that even possible? I don't know if it is. Scum dum dum. Scum dum dum. But problem number 2. Yeah, we're gonna have to make pre-connections. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. We are. We're gonna have to. Fuck. Did I skip a step? What do you see from over there? Okay, hold on. I can't overthink these things. I cannot overthink these things. I cannot overthink these things. Oh, man. Oh, that was it. I always forget about the whole, like, we both don't need to be there. That's what drilling party screwed me up. It was like heading straight. I think that's it. I think that's actually the solve. But I fucking misplaced it. Which actually screws me if I'm seeing this correctly. It does. But I have to check these things before I set them down. So silly. But I think I can set it back up. I want to say that's it, though. I feel like that was the solve. Can I replicate it? That is the problem. I think I can. Maybe. Hopefully. You. Get over here. That is so funny. We actually want both things back now. I think that's what we're gonna do up in her. We're going to make 3 connections. 2 red. Yeah, that'll work. This will work as well. Oh. Fuck. Why did I do that? That's so fucking stupid. That was a case of, what the hell is that guy's name that peed on kids? That sounds fucked up. R. Kelly. My mind was telling me no, but my body was telling me yes. I'm gonna be a fucking expert at this puzzle when I'm done with it. Shit, man. That's alright. This one's actually not that bad. Now that I figured it out. Yes. Need to just slow down. Quit being so silly. Just slow down as I sprint everywhere. Get the out of my shot, man. I think I'm just blocking it. Yeah. All good. Take control of the situation. Nope. Yep. We're good. Clear shot. That's white, black. Okay. Everybody stay calm. I'm going to set this here. I'm going to jump across. Holla freaking... Hallelujah. I'm like, man.
Creating Miranda was an act of defiance in a way.
3 for 4.
To bring a new life into existence and say, this is good. This is fundamentally good. Because human beings are unique and valuable. and every single one of them enriches the universe.
Thanks, Bob.
Just by existing. We wanted to celebrate that, and to have a personal connection to the life we created. To be invested in each other the way it was in the beginning. To be parents.
To be parents. Cornelius has a pretty cute profile picture there. Wow, new music? It feels like it had inspiration with a hint of sadness, but hope? I don't know. But I'm heading to... I'll do probably one more. I'll attempt one more. Let's rephrase. We'll go to North 2 and see what that one has to offer. I guess the upcoming episodes will be just, depending on the time, maybe 2 to 3 hours at a time, because I start to get tunnel vision. You certainly don't want frustration to come on, because that just hinders everything. So I did North 1. I just want to see it. I just want to look at it. Let's go North 2, Flooded Valley. Okay. We have arrived. We have a Golden Gate puzzle. Is it this close? Shout out them. Shout out the creator, the founder. For setting these up so close to me. North 2's star puzzle is now embodied cognition. Embodied cognition. Cognition. I love that design. What is a cognition? Like a gear? That's the end goal, which is red and blue. Interesting. Ah, we have an accumulator. I love the accumulator. It is a tricky piece of equipment, really. Super simple premise. There's an angle. What do we have? Okay. All we can do right now is give red, which allows us to start. Another simple setup. What seems to be very confusing execution or you know, game plan here. I'm not sure. I'm lost in thought. But there's really just, we need blue coming out, and we're gonna need red over here. So we're gonna need to clear this crisscross conundrum. Is what it seems to me, my friend. There will be no way to get this inside. This is embodied cognition. Which I really don't know what that means at all. But embodied is what? Within? Let's just get this out of the way. Let's just get that out of the way. But blue also keeps this open. So what we could do is set that up here and change the roles of this guy and now have you become blue. Now what did that help me with? Well, now we can power this door and power that. We have another crisscross conundrum. But perhaps this is where this is maybe where I don't know, actually. I have no idea. No fucking idea. Wait. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. That does keep it open. I actually kind of want to, gosh, can I reposition this a little bit? I want to make a pre-connection, but I don't want to lose it. I think if I do this, I'll be okay. And I think if I pick this up now, my idea is still in place. Wait a second. My idea is gone. I think setting that up screwed me, actually. That's tricky because there's really... I would have at least liked to have failed. I have a source here, so there's really no big issue with that. Let's not get too overcomplicated yet. Let's just have what we have. Yeah, but the issue with this is that I am going to have to let that up, and in doing so, I lose my blue source. And no matter what, you're going to have a crisscross conundrum. They thought about that. See, I thought I was making progress. And then the game humbles you in a maddening way. So we did some switcherooing. We also have red on the inside. That's just a start, no? Can't possibly see red. Nah. So it's nothing like that. Gee, I hope I'm not overthinking this one too. I can't pick this up. I'm gonna lose my connection. Let's not switch to red. Well, it seems like we're actually working backwards now. I don't actually know. Right. Yeah, I think I just did. I think I'm just back at the beginning. There's a crisscross. How can there not be a crisscross? The only way I can see there not being a crisscross is blue to blue and accumulated red to red. Sounds great and all, but it's hard in execution. The only way to get blue, from my understanding, let's go back to what we had. At least I understand this initial setup process. That doesn't seem terrible. In fact, once you do it once, it's quite simple, but I don't want to leave it too soon. Like I said, How can we get this bitch accumulated? Now I fucked it. Is there a more efficient way to do this before? Alright, the basic ideas are not working yet. Super simple premise. Design, setup. What a tricky son of a bitch. Bum, 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 bum. What is this? Does this do me any good? Connected to that. I know, this doesn't make sense. Bear with me. It doesn't feel worth my while to keep it in there. It doesn't make sense to do that. I need to free it. I need to free you, my friend. You were here. Yeah, there's always a crisscross in play. It has to be. I don't want to stay stuck on that, but it seems like red has to be the accumulator's job. It's the only place where you have line of sight, from my understanding. Is this room really that important after this aspect? There doesn't seem to be any more windowless advantages. Of course, there's an angle, but the hell does that really do? Big open area. Can't overlook that though. No, man, that shit can't be. That can't be something. Who's to say? What does that do? Nothing. I don't think. What's up, babe? Ah, I hear you. Ugh is right. Embodied cognition. Yeah, I don't know what cognition means. So I guess I'm screwed on the hint. Let's do our Wikipedia search together. Oh, like that, okay. The mental process of knowing, including aspects such as awareness, perception, reasoning, and judgment, becomes which to be known through perception, reasoning, intuition, knowledge. And then to embody something. To make part of a system or a whole, incorporate, to give a bodily form to. Oh man, what the hell does that mean? You fuck. Pretty sure you were asleep, but woke up because of sneezing. I'm sorry, babe. That sucks. To give bodily form to. Is that a shitty hint? Is there a Sphinx puzzle I gotta utilize? Don't tell me no bullshit like that. Cool. That would be dirty. Damn, I felt like I was making good progress. Let's go ahead and accumulate that and just break this and just start seeing things again. They thought really hard about this. I don't even know. Oh, these pistols. Oh, these pistols. Dude, I can't even say the word puzzle anymore. What does that entail? These pistols, bruh. Would you look at that pistol? That's a nice pistol you have. Give me a bit. I'll let you know, Bob. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna try and rack my brain. Gotta start thinking outside the box. I need to be part of the solution. Okay. Interesting. It's a good hint, actually. Maybe. Probably. I imagine I need to block a beam. Maybe the blue one so that this could be created. Yeah, that's probably it. All right. Bear with me. Let's try that. I think that idea works in my head. Right? I think this is gonna cause a... No. Yeah, that's the... Well, adding that hint really helped. Appreciate it.
After Miranda died, Athena started crumbling. It wasn't just the death of our daughter, it was everything. The burden of century after century of trying to keep the flame alive, trying to make Alexandra Drennan's sacrifice worth it, while everyone else got caught up in their petty personal problems. Even with me there, she was lonely. She felt responsible for everyone, as if she could change the tides of history by will alone. And I can understand why, because she kind of did.
Was that it? I didn't hear a little cut off. Okay. Got 4 done. So just like East, I was able to get 1 and 2. Can I get North 3s? I imagine it's going to be quite hard. What, 4 in 1 episode? I think is pretty good. I mean, I'm proud of myself. I have to revisit that one fucking Magistry, whatever the hell it's called. It's just the Rearranger. Oh, you bloody bastard. This is gonna suck. Alright, one thing at a time. This does nothing. We can do a 2-jobber. We can go blue to blue. If we did red, it doesn't really help us. Meaning the inverter. So this is probably the initial move. This one is fun. Haha. Let's see how fun it really is. They put this just far away enough to... Nope. Okay, it wasn't too far away. Alright, we have items. Let's think about... We have another box, and then we have a driller wall. We have a driller wall. What's our angle here? We can go inverter. It's actually probably the move, potentially. And then I also think that this is probably out of the game. Well, just right now. You can even jump down in that little fence, and then one kid can jump back to a box on the other side of the fence, but you cannot jump over the fence on its own. Yeah, 1K kind of a bitch with the hops, to be honest. It don't make sense. Oh, driller's in the way. Crazy. Oh my god. Blue to red. This is probably to bypass. I don't know what the boxes are doing here besides being swappable items. In fact, why the hell is there a fan? Gosh. This would be red, which could get us to that. Driller wall, why are you important? Well, because technically if we use the driller wall, we don't have to open the door for at least blue. So we could go blue to blue. But if we wanted to do that, we need to get this guy inside. Fuck. So a little tricky. But what if we also were a bit more efficient here? You could argue it's not as efficient, but what if you were inverted here? Blue to red. What does that free up? We free up a connector. And it sits here, so you do have line of sight. Blue to red. So it would be emitting red. That can help us here. Gosh, I hope that's it too right there. Yeah, I think it is. This blue connection is tricky. But we're gonna need to think outside the box, man. Think outside the box. We have one of two options. It could be blue here and an inverter here, automatically connected into that, which wouldn't help us. The other option is what is our other option? I need to put more on the board. Could this be a giant red herring? I doubt it. I don't want to think like that. Nah, it doesn't seem proper. How the fuck can that be seen? I don't think that does anything. I mean, what would that really do? I don't know what I'm even experimenting with, to be honest. Scoo-doo-doo. Do-do-do. Good. I'm glad that doesn't work. I don't want that to work. That seems stupid. Let's get everything over here and just think about different ways to set this up. Alright, right now we have, gosh, connectors. You guys just seem like pressure plates. I don't see a height thing. What is this called again? The rearranger. So we're going to be doing some rearranging. But what? But what are we going to rearrange, bruv? If I just sat you here as a pressure plate guy, you still really just have one choice. It seems we can potentially bypass that and go blue to blue. That's interesting. But you're sitting there. That's why we need to rearrange. This would be the first that we've opened that door. Oh, we didn't think about this angle. Actually, it does reach. Now, that's cool and all. But I think this guy's going to be pivotal to a bunch of exchanges. Well, fuck, that doesn't help me. Oh. Be strong, me. There is an order to the madness. What is it? The rearranger. There's another fan blade in there? What the fuck? Well, I'm glad I saw that. Except I don't even know how to get there yet. What the hell, man? I don't want to... I feel like that's useless now. But every time I say that, there's always something that pulls me back in. But what can this really do? Curious angles. Nothing like that. Alright. Time to rethink the plan again. Shit. I gotta get myself to the other side. Shit. Well, if we had set this up on the other side, that could have been helpful. But I didn't do that. And I mean, you're literally just sitting there. Like, what are you even doing? Fuck. You have so much wasted potential. But that ain't gonna help me, bro. Now, is it? Okay. What the fuck am I trying to do again? Good lord. I'm lost up in the sauce, man. Second goal is getting the fan blade. I'm not even looking at the end. Right now, this is the only way that I can think of to get this guy through right now. What that does allow me to do is start this thing. Whoops. And then I might have to start rearranging again. And maybe you can go back to being useless. The issue with this plan... Well, maybe it's not that much of an issue. Well, yes, it is. It is an issue. Fuck, that's tricky as a bitch. That is, wait, it's kind of low. I think I can hit from here and here. I don't know what that would do. If that was... Wait a second. So, no, because we're not standing, though, on that. Just hold the phone. Just hold the phone. What am I trying to achieve right now? But you become red. So lost. The rearranger. It's so hard for me to think ahead with all of this stuff going on. Doesn't really help us. Doesn't help us. I can't get through that door. Can't get through that fucking door. What am I actually attempting? I don't know, to be honest with you. I am so lost. I miss the small form factors. They make some good ass puzzles. I tell you what. There is no denying that shit. I'm gonna reset this one. The rearranger. Masterpiece of a puzzle right here. Forgot about this guy. And then there's a fucking fan blade. That feels so helpful. I don't know why. Yeah. We gotta figure out that portion of this bullshit. The third star puzzles in every level so far have been very difficult. Which is a good thing. We're gonna have to start thinking, man. Better. Smarter. You know, all the words. We're inverting there, which gives us red to here. But I am struggling to see how to get blue. I don't even need to think about red. Why do I keep doing that? Just think about the blue for right now. How the fuck can you get to blue? Ask yourself how, you son of a bitch. And you shall receive the rearranger. The rearranger. Well, we either need balls, man. Balls. Bit of blue. Let's drop it all. I'll leave the driller out there. Wait, what if it's not time for the driller yet either? What if we just kept this simple? As I'm about to make it very complicated. But this doesn't really... That's some horrible efficiencies. Well, I don't know. We aren't utilizing you. Maybe that's where a box come into play to get something up at a height for now. Let's go back to what I had before. Do I have everything in here? I think I do. I think I have everything in play here. So let's just stop and think. We went straight blue through. Maybe, I don't know. Let's just throw that out there. This did 2 jobs for me, which is why I liked it. I'm not dead set on that idea. Putting this on this side. Helps. How? Right, like there we don't have a problem. And if we had the driller drilling to put this on the other side, now that makes red. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. Might have to drill before though. Nah, that still doesn't help me. What am I doing? What am I actually doing? He needs to be in play though, whether you like it or not. Excellent. Excellent puzzle they've created here. Something about this just feels fucking stupid. This setup I have. I don't know. We're gonna need to figure out a way to make that work. It just seems like if I'm gonna fucking do this, why? What the fuck? I don't get how I even get to the other side. Like, why am I even doing it? What we doing, bro? What does inverting red to here do? Can't see it. Red opens that door. Congratulations. What the fuck? Losing all logic. How did I get this fucking thing in here before? Before I just had something sitting there which seemed like a giant waste. It led me to believe you want drillers on that side always, but what if that's not true? Probably is true. There is something bigger than me that I am just not seeing, man. Self-doubt is creeping in. Missing vital steps. I just don't feel like maybe I'm not ready for the driller yet. And if I didn't want to use the driller, what do we have? Well, we have a box. What does the box do? Wouldn't want to put two things there. That seems pretty stupid. I gotta shut this thing down soon, man. Spending too much time. Gotta go to bed. Can't see it. I just don't see the solution at all. I can't even get to the second step of this fucking thing. It's embarrassing, but it is what it is. Can't even get to the fucking second part. I guess you could argue it's the third section. Too much tunnel vision. Really good. Tricky. Tricky stuff. I just want the box back. Yeah, this is an inefficient way to do things. All good. I only see two ways of setting this up. This seems like the most efficient way. Just not sure if it's the way. Then we have problem number 2, which lies here. But this way simply just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Just can't work. So there's nothing you can do about that. It just does not function that way. Therefore, think of something fucking else. Your other option is to have blue all the way out here, but then we waste something on there. That's not great, but it's better. Maybe. Not great, but it's better. Maybe. And yeah, that's why we don't want that. So we're gonna want to rearrange you maybe here. There you are. That's how I get to this. Why was that so hard for me? It is what it is. I take a long time for things. Sometimes I go fast. But we have another object. See, I was getting caught up with the driller thing, but now it's time to figure out how to use the driller. But ask yourself why. It's the most logical thing to replace this fan blade with. It seems. I think I'd be silly to think otherwise. And I just want to break this down again when I inevitably have to reset. I put a cube here, and I had this doing... Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Get the inverter outside. It's time to start thinking a bit outside the box. Now we need red. And the only way to get red is via an inverter. Right? So you know, we can break this, but we lose that. So there needs to be a way, you know, in a perfect world you could do this and send it down. But how do we get blue there? But how do you get blue over there? The rearranger. Earlier I did have a setup where I was sending it through. The issue with that way is that I don't see how to get back. I don't know how to get through this. We solve one issue and we run into another. We're able to pick that up. We need to do some rearranging. We need red and blue in there. If we rearranged where this is tough. Tough. The pressure of time is so annoying. Damn you, third level star puzzles. You're so hard. That is like barely getting through. Obviously we're gonna need to think of something with this driller wall. You'd think. Wouldn't it be nice to get this guy inside? Wouldn't it be nice? It doesn't even help. What am I thinking? That's the issue. I'm not thinking. Unless we set up some sort of redundancy before. No, because I'm not thinking again. Kind of lost of what I'm even trying to do right now. I think I established that this it actually can hit. Like, is that really part of this, or am I just like finding a hack or something? It's not really helping me though, because I picked this up. We're donezo. This makes you think. I've never seen where they want you to do that. It'd be fucked up if they start now. I don't see how it helps me though. But it is interesting to create such a thing. The rearranger. What am I not rearranging? Son of a bitch. You gotta rearrange some stuff over here. That's what I think. That's what I'm thinking. I wonder if this is bullshit. I hope not. I'm getting tired. I hope not. We can go red. It's like a weird thing with like having a connection, but then you cut it off when you pick up the driller. Just kidding. Psych. No, it's fine. The rearranger. Feels important to have right up here because a connector is going to need it. Oh, though we only have one fucking. I'm tripping, man. Where's my other connector? Don't I have another one? I think I'm losing it, man. I thought I had. I left it at the door. What are our efficiencies? How can we make this work? Fuck. What am I not rearranging though? What am I not rearranging? Sometimes when 1K's fat head's in the way, help be able to see. Banana. Yeah, it's probably screaming me in the face, or there's some sort of rearrangement I need to do, but it's not coming to me. Just not on that plane of existence to see this. It's a really, really good puzzle. Hard to say what's harder. I guess they're both pretty fucking hard. I think this one's harder. It's hard. Seems wasteful. Just leaving this here. I can't get past the wall of not being able to get past it. Get past the red wall. Just don't see how the logic works. It sucks. But we're past 1 o'clock, man. I gotta call it. So both east and north 3s golden gate puzzles are gonna have to be taken down another time. Cannot see it right now, but I'm out of brain juice, and I'm tunnel visioned, and a lot of self-doubt and some frustration creeping on. So to avoid that, I'm just gonna call it and live to fight another day. So my brain might solve it when sleeping. I think I'm gonna have a hard time sleeping thinking about this shit. But I'm gonna review some of the footage, definitely, and just think it over. But Mr. Bob, I appreciate you hanging out with me, and good night to you as well. So This was part 15. It's only going to get harder, so, well, I look forward to it. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Peace.